Hi friends, welcome to our channel. Today we will be discussing about MGNREGA Act, which is considered from 2005. Now today we will be discussing what is this act, why we are going to discuss this act. Now MGNREGA Act is nothing but Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Okay, under this from 2005, poor people are given the rural employment. Employment is given nearly 100 days with minimum wages by the government itself for the government works. Now this makes many benefits for everyone. Means you can see now why we are discussing this. You will getting a doubt now. There is a news today in the Hindu newspaper, that is former Union Minister Raghuvansh Prasad dead. Now Raghuvansh Prasad is someone who is rural development minister. Okay, now he is the rural development minister when this act came. Now he is from 2005 to 2009. He is the minister from these years 2004 to 2009, and this MGNREGA enacted in the year of 2005. Now we will in this class the objectives of this class will be we will be learning what is this act, MGNREGA Act, why it enacted, why, and what are the benefits from this act, what are the benefits from this act, and the major report on this act, and suggestions given and amendments did by the government after this enactment. Okay, now see here, MGNREGA. This means Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Under this act, rural people are given the employment with minimum wages, not maximum, minimum wages, by using them as the laborers for government works, government constructions. Okay, now if you see this MGNREG, let's consider it as Manrega. Now this act is enacted in 2005 when Manmohan Singh is the PM and Raghuvansh Prasad is the Rural Development Minister. Okay, he is the Ministry of Rural Development. Now this actually proposed by the PV Narasimha Rao in the year of 1991 and discussed in the parliament but not enacted in the year of 1993. Now, taking that inspiration from PV Narasimha Rao, this act is enacted in the 2005, that is second in the year of 2005, and it is launched on 2nd February 2006. Now, what is the main purpose of this act is that it provides nearly 100 days of wage employment. 100 days wage employment will be for the rural people, not everyone, only for the rural people first of all. Now, what is the according to the World Development Report issued by the World Bank every year, in the 2014 year, it tells this as stellar example of rural employment. Stellar example of rural employment. Okay, very important. It is the stellar example of rural employment. You may be asked the question, in which World Development Report is given. The Manrega is stellar example of rural development. In this type there will be questions. Now this provides the rural employment, mainly rural employment for the people, for the rural people. Okay. Now aim is to create the employment, creating employment by giving work, wage employment in the government constructions, mainly government construction. Okay, government constructions, and that too within the 5 kilometers of the laborer residence, within the 5 kilometers only given, and should employ compulsory the who are not getting the employment in any days, they should be given the employment under Manrega. Okay. Now if not, if government can't give the employment, then it should pay the unemployment allowance. Okay, unemployment allowance, very important, unemployment allowance. Now what is the main thing is this also enacts the local governing body, local governance is enacted from this, by which, because gram panchayats are given full authority, but should maintain the central government instructions, but full authority is given to gram panchayats to employ these people. Now here the main thing is contractors are prohibited here. Contractors should not be there. And then what are the benefits from this, and under which articles this is taken, we will be seeing. Now benefits are, first one, we will be seeing women empowerment. Okay, women empowerment. Then we will be see, due to the no livelihood, means no money, there will be no livelihood, and there will be something that they, for employment, they will be migrating from rural to urban areas. Now by this act we can reduce this rural urban migration. Okay. Now PV Narasimha Rao have started this. He want to enact this as Employment Assurance Scheme, EAS, Employment Assurance Scheme, and they discussed, but this is not happened. Now under which articles this is taken is, first one, Article 41. What is this article? Is right to work. Right to what? Right to work. Under right to work, states should secure to all citizens the right to work. Means the state, the union government, the government should secure the work for everyone, should provide the work under the right to work. There is a right to work for everyone. And there is another article, that is article under Article 21, which guarantees right to life with dignity. Now why this is taken? Right to life with dignity. Now see, if there is a employment, then dignity will be added indirectly to your behavior. Dignity will be given to you. Then there is a right to live with dignity in the Constitution of India. Now so under this, the every person, for dignity we need the employment. So the government should ensure the employment. So that is why the government is giving the rural employment in the form of this act. Now Article 16 states that equality of opportunity in matters of public employment and discriminating on the grounds only of religion, race, caste, sex, descent, etc. Now what is this? Opportunities should be given equally. Now see here, you are giving opportunities to the urban people as software jobs, as the jobs in the suppose in government exams. There are same opportunities to everyone. In the same way, for rural laborers also should be given same opportunities. So that is why this act is enacted. Then after you have under Article 46. Under Article 46, states should promote the interest of and work for the economic uplift of poor. Of whose? Poor. Now this act will be for only laborers and rural people who does not work in some days. See, always the rural people don't have work, and some of the people don't have their own land and work in the others land as tenant. Now this is prohibited. So there will be, they are working now as agricultural laborers for the people who are having more land, which means that they don't have employment. So means the poor are not getting same opportunities and they are not uplifted. So under Article 46, the poor should be uplifted, which will be done through this act. Okay, now we have the important thing, criticism. Before knowing this critics, we will know some other benefits of this. First one, economic security, means everyone will build up their own economy. Then we have self-targeting and women's empowerment. And see, now minimum wages is not given. Minimum wages is not given to anyone. There may be agricultural laborers are not given, and there may be laborers who are working in the construction sites, they are not giving. There is corruption, they are taking their own money, but this due to the contract working. Now this is prohibited because contractors are not there in this, and the contractors will not be involving in this, which reduces the corruption. Okay, now then we have agriculture. See, when you see the agricultural laborers, men and women, men are getting, if men get 300, women are getting only 150 rupees INR. Okay, which is wrong, which means equality is not maintained. But here the minimum wages will be equal. Men's wage will be equals to women's wage. Okay, women's wage also will be equals to men's wage. And we have 1/3 of employment should be given to women only. Okay, and this critics, now we will be learning critics, means criticism, how this is bad, means how this is affect badly on the people. Now the money is not paid due to the middlemen, process. Money is not paid. If they are getting 500 minimum wage, then the half of this are taken by the middleman only. They are getting only half of that, which is a bad thing. This should be abolished. This is a main thing in this act. Then some people are doing, if 500 rupees is given, then they are giving the 5 kg rice, and they are taking this 500 rupees. Now there will be also corruption. How corruption is due to, for enrolling in Manrega, a person should give the money to someone who enrolls, which leads to the corruption of the corruption. Okay, now we have in 2014 to 15 the union budget gave nearly 6,000 crores to the for Manrega, but only 28% are paid. Means you can see 72% are corrupted. 72% are corrupted, which is a very very bad thing. So these are the critics of this act. Now there is a survey or audit, you call audit, by Auditor General, Comptroller and Auditor General CAG in the 3,848 gram panchayats in 28 union territories and 28 states and 4 union territories from April 2007 to March 2012. Up to this, there is a audit done by the Comptroller and Auditor General through volunteers. Okay, now problems which are identified from this audit are: first, if the government works are 100%, then only 30.3% are done. Out of 100%, 30.3%. This act tells that there will be completion of 100% government works, but only 30.3% have been finished. Means you can see the negligence of the persons, the negligence of officers, and this act. Now there is another problem, having poor planning. Means when they are getting leave from their work, and when should be done which work, this is not done by the officers, so which deals with the poor planning. And also there is lack of public awareness. Public awareness is not there. See, many rural people didn't enroll in this up to now. Means there is no awareness in them, so awareness should be increased. And staff, there is a shortage in the staff. Okay, for planning who should do what work. Now for these there are amendments, means not in the parliament but done by the government itself in 2014, which means this is only given to tribal and poor people, poor areas. Only these areas this Manrega Act is particular to only this area, and it is changed the labor is to material ratio is changed from, actually it is 60 to 40, 60 is to 40, which is changed to 51 is to 49. Okay, now there is also another thing which should be done. Now Manrega corruption also increased. How? Means in 2007 to 8, Manrega corruption is decreased, not increased, it decreased from 50% to 30%. 20% it decreased due to the public awareness and what they are doing. And there is a re-evaluation in 2015 also, when NDA alliance have been winning the elections in 2014, they gave this to 2015 another once again re-evaluating. Okay, this is all about what we should learn about the Manrega Act. Okay, thank you for now, and don't forget to get update by subscribing our channel and get all updates daily. Okay, thank you for watching this video.